What up, three times? You already know who it is. This is the one and only homie Chef, aka Wings912 on IG. That's WINGZZ912 on Instagram. If you're looking at me, we got an almighty shoe review. Appreciate y'all tapping in. If this is your first time, go ahead and hit that subscription button with that notification bell. Stay tuned and tap into the content. Please give a thumbs up or a like. Go ahead, keep me in the algorithm. Drop a comment because I'm about to drop some comments and respond back to all y'all. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. We have been putting in work, and we are going to talk about the work that we've been putting in, plus a lot of the things that's going on around the sneaker scene, because this week, or rather this past weekend, has been the weekend of the dreaded raffle. We will start this episode by talking about the Adidas and Pharrell collab, the Jellyfish. They definitely went on, the raffle opened up today on the Confirmed app, and it is open until the 23rd. Retail price is $300, and needless to say, Adidas went ahead and swiped that payment. You know what I mean? Now, the one thing I can say about this shoe is there's been a lot that's going on, because they had a moment where there was some karaoke involved, and everybody that pulled up or showed up to the karaoke got the shoe for free. Yeah, and the resale on these that I've seen is insane. So we're going to see what this does, because this shoe is one of the most talked about shoes quietly on the low and amongst the sneaker culture, and there's some colorways coming in this shoe, you know what I mean? So if you're interested, go ahead and tap in, get involved. Good luck and Godspeed. Right along with the raffles, we're going to talk about the Nigel Sylvester's Jordan 1 Low. What else can we say? Them things are beautiful and amazing. And yeah, your boy went ahead and hit on the EQL. Shout out to EQL. You know what I mean? EQL Plus member here. Definitely hit on those on Nigel's actual site. So that makes it even more beautiful, you know what I mean? And yeah, these bad boys will be here soon, so we can go ahead and get that review up, and y'all can go ahead and tap in, because those shoes are special. I don't care, they beautiful, man. Love the materials on and the color on that shoe. Sticking with raffles, Awake, the Awake 5. This was the weekend of the Awake 5. And there's been a lot of controversy behind that shoe, you know what I mean? Big scam that popped off was with this girl on Twitter, or X for some of you. She claimed to have a early link or a backdoor link, and she was selling that link for like $100 if I'm not mistaken. And needless to say, a lot of people filled out, swiped, paid, so on and so forth, and shorty made to upwards of $10,000. Will she get away with it? I don't know. Shout out to Sneaker Fetish, you know what I mean? He had the whole spaces on Twitter, and shorty really claimed clean and was like bragging about it, man. So just kind of shows, man, when you have limited stock or you announce limited stock on a particular shoe, and you know certain situations with the raffles, people will go through any means and any measures to sit up here and get these shoes. And needless to, you know what I mean, needless to say, against their own better judgment, they went ahead and jumped out the window, and they got scammed, you know what I mean? Now, if they use Zelle to pay for the shoe, then you could go ahead and kiss that money goodbye. But I think if they paid through PayPal or some other third party, you know what I mean, they could possibly have a way to retrieve their money. That raffle was crazy though. It ended at like, I think the Racer Blue, well, all raffles ended at 6, and he started announcing Racer Blue winners, and it was like 17 in the EQL Plus total of the Racer Blue winners. And it was crazy. And that release lasted up until like 7:46. That was like the last W that went out. Very different. And then with the Awake Pink, which are limited to 7,000 and numbered, yeah, they went crazy. And shout out to Dr. Kicks, aka O, my dog. He won. He got a pair, and it's crazy, you know what I mean? Oh, and man, shout out to Jumpman23, man, at the Breakfast Club. He hit a pair too. So there's 2 pair, you know what I mean, chilling, and it's going to be in the Breakfast Club. So I hit on the Nigels, and shout out to Nick. He hit the Nigels too, you know what I mean, in the Breakfast Club. And then we got the Awakes, which is pretty dope, you know what I mean? Very, very cool. Now, hopefully somebody hits these Jellyfish. And yeah, we did pretty good, you know what I mean? 3 out of 4 ain't bad, but the Breakfast Club is always active, and you know what I mean, we be holding down the city. So yeah, when those come in, hopefully Dr. Kicks will pull up, and we will go ahead and look at this shoot together, and it's going to be crazy. One thing I did hear about that was pretty wild was that all of them are numbered 1 out of 7,000. I pray to God not, because otherwise it's going to be one of those things, you know what I mean, that just kind of ugly. But yeah, we are here today for a particular retro that is triple platinum in the hood, man. Like, I'm sorry, it's not an original OG. However, you know what I mean, it made it to that status in the sneaker culture with sneakerheads that, you know what I mean, really mattered. And the way that it was handled, or how the release went, is not really off beat for what's been going on with Nike and Jordan brand. But I'm kind of disappointed. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt, man, because this is one of them ones. You know what I mean? It's a big staple. So never mind all the talk. You already know how we rock. We get into the box, and of course, OG. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? And the colors read white, French blue. You already know, man. Present to y'all the Jordan 12 French Blues. Are you kidding me? Ah, ah. Heel action one time. You see it. And now that we got them in hand, let's get into it. This iconic colorway, first seen in 2004, has a rich legacy both on and off the court. It gained extra fame when the late great Kobe Bean Bryant wore it during a memorable game, making it a must-have for sneaker enthusiasts. The sneaker retains its classic look with the white, French blue, metallic silver, and varsity red color scheme. The upper features premium white leather, giving it a clean and polished look. The French blue mudguard adds a vibrant contrast, enhancing the overall aesthetic of the shoe. Metallic silver details are carefully placed on the side panels and top eyelets, adding a subtle yet eye-catching touch. A pop of varsity red on the heel branding provides a bold accent, while the Jumpman logo on the tongue completes the timeless design. Alright, so boom. Jordan 12 French blue. Very important. The lore and the story and the reason why this is like a heavy shoe is it's got a lot. It's got a lot of meaning into it. All right, you know what I mean. All right, so first off, let's talk about the Jordan 12. Mike won his 5th chip in this shoe. You know what I mean. As you can see, we got the flu games up there, Utah. You know what I mean. Very important chip. You know what I'm saying. Like part of Michael Jordan legacy. But this colorway actually dropped in 2004. It was tied to Mike when he went and played for the Wizards. If anybody remembers that, you know what I mean. It's a very important little time, you know what I mean, where Mike, you know what I mean, pushed it, you know what I mean, past the prime, you know what I mean. It was just playing for the love of the game. And of course, it was still Mike. So he was still getting buckets, still playing. He still had his flashes and his, you know what I mean. And not only that, but I think that's when he was starting to try to get into ownership of the team and all of that. But yeah, you know what I mean, this colorway was one of the colorways that debuted for him. A lot of other people in the Jordan brand got the rocking this and rock this shoe. I'm sorry, Rip Hamilton. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people. Quentin Richards. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that played in this shoe. But one of the most important people that played in this shoe was the late great Kobe Bean Bryant, and I think he added to the mystique and the history of the shoe because he dropped 51 in them. You know what I'm saying? Just the thought of it, and you can go and catch pictures of the game. You know, if I'm not mistaken, I think they were playing Golden State. Could be wrong about that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he dropped 51. That's crazy. You know what I mean? And that was when, you know what I mean, Kobe was a free agent. He was cut from Adidas. He was still rocking number 8. And that's my favorite version of Kobe. I'm sorry, don't get me wrong. He won chips when he was in Rocket 24, but that number 8 matters. But yeah, makes this shoe just that heavy. You know what I'm saying? All right, but never mind. We done gotten all of that. Let's talk about the pros and cons. First thing, let's talk about this leather on the upper. I really like this leather on the upper. There's been a lot of Jordan 12s that have dropped this year. This feels a lot like the flu game, you know what I mean? Like, it's nice, it's soft, supple, but it's not like the mellow. That mellow was so pillowy, like when you touched it, and you know what I mean, you wore it, like creases got real bad in that shoe, you know what I'm saying? So I really do like the fact that this leather is a little bit more sturdier, but it's still tumble leather, still looks good, you know. You got the mud guard in that nice sweet blue, and that is so clean. Stitching and QC is on point, A1. Not mad at that at all. Silver Jumpman tab on the outside and the inside, you know what I mean? Lateral medium, dope, dope, dope. You come to the heel pull tab with that white, that crispy white with that blue and red popping out. Red 23, fire, you know. The tongue and with the 2-3 embroidery and the Jumpman on the tongue, clean. Rope laces, silver eyelets at the top. You know what I mean? You got the herringbone red carbon fiber with the navy, I mean with the fringe blue. Like this is all crispy. This is all sauce, man. 2004 was the original drop date. 2016 they retro them, and now here we are in 2025. You know what I mean? 40th anniversary of Mike, and they ran them back. I can't be mad at that. Really appreciative of it. Um, yeah, because these are very necessary, man. I feel like I've cleared out all the OGs between OG flu games, taxis, playoffs. Like I'm really like this is appreciative, and I'm glad I was had the right timing to sit up here and knock out a lot of these great shoes in my collection to the point where I'll be good after, you know what I mean, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I have all the sauce I need from the Jordan brand, you know what I mean? But these were a must. Kind of disappointed, I'm not gonna lie, because of the simple fact that while this is a legendary shoe, this colorway has been used on multiple different Jordan silhouettes, and it just didn't hit the same. You had the French blue ones. The threes weren't bad, you know what I mean? They weren't necessarily called the French blue threes, but the threes weren't that bad at all. But however, I feel like we should just leave the OG colorways right to these shoes, to the shoes that they were made with, and we shouldn't be sitting up here trying to swap them out. Jordan brand, just slow down. Not a little too late, but I'm glad. I just wish you didn't put it on anything else. Um, when it comes to the fit, true to size, you already know these are some of the most comfortable Jordans that have ever been made. I won't lie, I love the hoop in 12s. I don't know why a lot of kids aren't hooping in 12s. These are very, very good shoes. But yeah, when you get them, stick true to size. Works every time. Resale, if I'm not mistaken, it is really hovering around retail, which is pretty good. Do I think it'll take a dip? Possibly, but school is coming around. This might spike back up. Not only that, but basketball season is coming too. And a lot of teams wear white and blue, you know, so this shoe could shoot up, and you know, in a little bit of due time, but it's not something that a reseller should invest in my opinion, honestly. Is, you know, just one of those things, you know what I mean? I feel like maybe a lot of the smaller sizes will start going on sale in about a month or two. We should see how that goes. But yeah, this is definitely one of those ones. So uh let me give y'all one more good look at these. Oh, I'm sorry, but I just laugh at the idea of Kobe Bryant dropping 51 in a Jordan shoe. It's fire. I think that's one of the dopest things about it for me, being a Kobe fan. And when it comes to the French blue Jordan 12s, yeah, yeah, it's definitely a classic. I'll give it a 10. I'm sorry. It's really good. It's really done well. Like I said, not an OG colorway, but this went triple platinum in the hood, and it just has so much of a great story that goes along with the shoe. You know what I mean? Like you can't beat it, and I really am surprised that people are letting this sit. I think little bit by little bit, you might see it trickle away. You know what I mean? Schools starting to start. I know in the South, it's schools already popping, but up north, it doesn't pop off till September. So I could see some people rocking this, but yeah, man, I'm giving it a 10. Like I don't know what y'all sleeping on these, you know what I mean? But get in the comments, talk your noise, because a lot of people don't feel like retros are worth every, you know what I mean, every classic. So talk your noise, man. Spill your guts. I'm listening. As always, appreciate y'all tapping in, showing love. Please, 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 please. Keep it positive amongst your family and friends. Spread love to everybody. Keep your inner circle close. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all we got, man. So spread love. It ain't too hard. You know what I mean? Give out that good energy. Um, as always, stay hydrated, stay focused, stay hustling. You know what I mean? Stay low, but more importantly, stay out the way. Mind the business that pays you. I'm just saying, man. From one good friend to another, you know what I'm saying? And by any means, keep them sneakers clean, yo. It's not a game. We not playing. We outside. And we gonna talk about the Shattered Backboards because y'all not about to disrespect Mike, man, and the legacy. And we gonna get to it. So be easy.